Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes. For the better part of today evening, there is a short clip of Bonny Khalwale that has been going viral. In this short clip, Bonny Khalwale is seemingly having a disagreement with a man allegedly part of his campaign team. So in this video, I want us to have a look at that short clip, for it's going to form the basis of our analysis and discussion right now. Have a look at this. Yes, that's Bonny Khalwale. So in this video, I want us to answer only one question. Is William Ruto and his brigade serious when they talk about the hustler narrative? Are they serious when they talk about Mama Mboga, Boda Boda, Mutu wa Chini? Are they really serious about uplifting the lives of these people? That's the question I want us to answer in this video right now. Yes. And before we dig deep into that analysis, in order to answer that question, in case you've bumped here for the very first time, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. In 2013, when William Ruto was acting more or less as a co-president to President Uhuru Kenyatta, William Ruto was not talking about Mama Mboga. He was not talking about the hustlers. But upon parting ways politically with Uhuru Kenyatta, William Ruto started talking about the hustlers, about the Mama Mbogas. And in William Ruto's first time with Uhuru Kenyatta, I still remember how William Ruto was pressing Uhuru Kenyatta, the person now he is calling a dynasty. So it seems to appear that William Ruto has been changing goalposts depending on his political relationship with his fellow leaders. If you agree with him politically, or you read with him politically from the same page, William Ruto will press you and brand you a good person. If you disagree with him politically, he will actually be calling you names. And that we have also seen during the time William Ruto was also together with Raila Amolo Odinga in 2007. He was not calling Raila Amolo Odinga Mganga. But upon parting ways politically with Raila Amolo Odinga, he started branding and calling Raila Odinga a Mganga. What am I trying to say, or rather to bring out? William Ruto and his foot soldiers, the likes of Bonny Khalwale, Didmas Baraza, Rashid Echesa, they have been branding themselves hustlers who, should they assume power, they will uplift the livelihoods of Mama Mboga, Boda Boda, Mutu wa Chini. But are their actions really suggesting and proving that? The answer to that is a very big no. And I'm saying that because some times back, we still remember an incident involving Didmas Baraza and a musician who also turned out to be a contractor. Didmas Baraza did give that musician or contractor some contract to do. We are meant to believe actually he got that contract courtesy to Didmas Baraza. But instead of being paid for the services he rendered or for the job he did, actually Didmas Baraza gave that musician or other contractor a hot slap. Kenyans can still remember that incident. And then with Rashid Echesa, we still remember Rashid Echesa slapping some person during some by-elections in Kakamega, slapping somebody who should be deemed a hustler. William Ruto himself is on record. In fact, some times back, William Ruto was in Ukambani, I think it was in Machakos, and William Ruto came face to face with a woman who was selling some maize, Mama Mboga. Yes, and even the lady paid William Ruto a courtesy call at William Ruto's current residence office. Later, the lady started crying and complaining that all the promises William Ruto made to her, William Ruto never fulfilled. These are just but a few examples of practical cases where William Ruto and his foot soldiers have actually come into contact with real hustlers, but they have not been able to help those hustlers. And also just some few days ago, William Ruto was campaigning in Taita Taveta, and he made it very clear to the whole nation that former Member of Parliament, Basil Criticus, awarded him some thousands of acres in Taita Taveta. And I still remember it was also alleged that there were some hustlers who were staying, or rather who were actually taking, or rather settling, or rather staying in that piece of Basil Criticus land. But upon maybe William Ruto getting those thousands of acres, we never saw William Ruto settling any hustlers or any squatters or dividing that piece of land or that parcel of land to those squatters. William Ruto actually took that land for him and him alone. All these are clear examples and cases proving that William Ruto and his team do not care or are not serious about the hustlers. They are just using this term, hustlers, Mama Mbogas, for their political campaigns and for political expedience. But deep inside themselves, they don't care about how watu wa chini. And now back to that incident of Bonny Khalwale. It only just proves and shows clearly that Bonny Khalwale and his team in Kenya Kwanza, they don't care about mutu wa chini. For a leader aspiring to be a senator, to actually grab a man that physically, that is an indication enough that Bonny Khalwale has a low opinion of people, or rather of a common man. He has got a very low opinion of a common man. So assuming Bonny Khalwale goes on to win that seat as a senator, he will only be but more arrogant and more boastful than currently he is. If he can treat a man that way while he's still seeking for that man's vote, what will Bonny Khalwale do should he be elected as a senator? I'm seeing Bonny Khalwale becoming more arrogant and more physical with maybe the common man. Bonny Khalwale, out of that incident alone, proves clearly Bonny Khalwale does not meet the threshold of our chapter 6, or rather of chapter 6 of our constitution, leadership and integrity. And that goes on also to show that a good majority of leaders in Kenya Kwanza Alliance, William Ruto's team, are not fit to hold a public office. That comes out very, very clearly. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, even before I conclude, that clip also indicates clearly that should William Ruto and his team form government, we are most likely going to have a government of hooligans, government of thugs. That comes out very, very clearly. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, let me stop it there for today. In case you've bumped here for the very first time, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. And to any other person watching us outside Kenya for the very first time, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. And if possible again, subscribe, give this video a like.